Hi there, everybody. My name is 𝐃𝐢𝐟𝐿, Marketing Coordinator for Sherwood Inspection Services, and you are tuned in to another episode of Teach Me Tuesday, our April edition. Dave?
Hello, everybody. And so tell me, if this is a Teach Me Tuesday, is today Tuesday?
Today is definitely Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. So what's our topic today?
Well, as you guys all know, we are in the midst of Pest Management Month. So we're going to be talking a little bit about pests, wood-destroying insects and the like. And for today's question, what are the different types of wood-destroying insects, and what are the different types of pests most commonly found in people's homes today here in the state of Connecticut?
So let's talk about wood-destroying insects first, because this is important. We're in April now. Weather's getting warmer, and we're starting to see the insects start to come around more. And there are particular ones that you want to pay attention to in this weather, because this is when they start to transition. And so with wood-destroying insects, we've got several. Let's talk about the first one is subterranean termites. And so right about now, when the weather you get the first few days above 60 degrees, usually about 65 degrees, you get that warmer weather, then the termite swarmers, they call them, start to come out. Now, swarmers are those in the colony that have wings, and they raise their wings and the air carries them, and they go towards the warmth, towards the sun. If they're in the house, you're going to find them around windows and doors, so it's important that you start check for that, around screens, screen doors, sliders, that kind of thing. And they're very tiny, and you'll see the wings. When you see that, that means that there is a nest nearby. Now, in New England, Connecticut area, you're going to find that the termites are what we call subterranean termites, below ground. That's where they usually nest. They can have a secondary nest above, but they have to be protected by mud tubes, some people call them, and shelter tubes, oftentimes considered. So that's important. So then we have our subterranean termites, and you want to watch for that because they can do a lot of damage to a home. The next one is carpenter ants. And carpenter ants are another one that has those that migrate. They're workers and soldiers, and so they have a pecking order to our carpenter ants. And our carpenter ants will also go out and migrate right now. So you'll want to start to see them. They're bigger. They are black in color. And you'll know a carpenter ant because it has its bent antennae, something like this. And so you can identify the difference between a small carpenter ant and a sugar ant, because a sugar ant, or picnic ant, as they sometimes call them, black ants, as they're also referred to, have straight antennae, so they go straight out. If you see them with the bent antennae, then it indicates that there is a nest nearby. Now, they could be nesting in a tree 50 feet from the house, and they will migrate into the house for either food or water. So if you see them, time to get them exterminated. And so, okay, we have our termites, we have our carpenter ants, and now let's talk about our carpenter bees. And we have our guest here today. This is Toby, our guest carpenter bee. And what I want you to notice with Toby is he has a shiny hiney. So take a look at that, if you can see that. And Toby's rear end there is shiny. That's the difference between a bumblebee that's got a furry hiney and Toby, or your carpenter bee, that has a shiny hiney. They will typically do damage in either bare wood or soffit and fascia areas. So get outside, start looking up. The soffit is the overhang, where the roof comes down and hangs over before it hits your wall. And the fascia board is the facial part of that, the surface, flush area that you see. And if you start seeing a perfectly round half-inch hole with some sawdust from it, then that is from these guys, because they will drill into the wood and they will start laying eggs.
Oh, wow.
The last one, not so much migrating based on the time of the year, is powder post beetles. You'll get them in usually older, but I've seen them in newer wood, where they go in, it looks like little BB holes in the wood. They'll go into the grains of the wood, and the BB holes are their exit holes, where they actually exit out from the wood. And they can do a lot of damage, but they will usually be where your basement is damp, or where there's an area in a barn, shed, where it's damp and humid and the wood gets softened, and so they'll get into the wood there. So those are the big four that we have for wood destroying insects here in Connecticut, right in your hometown of West Hartford, Manchester, South Windsor, and surrounding towns.
Okay. Now, you do hear a lot of news nowadays around bees getting extinct. Are these the type of bees that are getting fewer in number, or
no?
are
Those are honeybees.
Okay.
I don't know of anything that is bothering the carpenter bee at this point. It's more the honeybees and their pollination process.
Okay. Is there anything in particular that that's happening as to why those particular bees are a little bit more successful than the honeybees as far as their population and number?
Not that I'm aware of. As far as the insect world goes, my limitations probably stop with the wood destroying insects. And what I would say is that if you have any of these or think you have them, then you should get it inspected and make sure that it's treated. And we'll talk about treatment in our next episode.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into our Teach Me Tuesday portion of our video series. Do you have any last words, Dave?
Thank you for stopping by. We really so appreciate you. And if there's anything we can do for you, give us a call.
All right, everybody, like, share, and subscribe on our YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram pages. We'll see you next time. Have a great one.